Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. High reward insurance is a big thing at the moment that a lot of people are talking about online. People are asking, do I actually need it? Where is the cheapest places to go for it, etc. So the first question I want to answer is, do you need it? What's from stopping me, like a lot of people say to me, just get a bike account and just drive your car on a bike account? Well, technically, you could get away from it from the operator's point of view. Sorry, postman. So technically, like Deliveroo, Uber, and stuff, you could maybe get away with it in the short term because they're not the greatest at realising if you're on the wrong account. However, if you get caught, the punishment is automatic 6 points on your licence and £300 fine. But if your case goes to court for whatever reason, the penalties are much more hefty. You could be looking at a much bigger fine, disqualification from driving, and the potential of your vehicle being seized and then destroyed. So, the main part of the question is, do we actually need the insurance? Well, I know a lot of people do it because I've been asking people out of interest, how much is your hire and reward insurance? And a scary amount of people have been saying, brother, I am on a bike account. Now, I've been saying to people, you really need to get some insurance because if you get pulled, you're a bit screwed. So yeah, that's the penalty if you are on a bike account and you are not having the correct insurance to drive your car to do deliveries. You haven't got hire and reward insurance, which is a prerequisite to doing deliveries in your car. That's what you're risking. At least 6 points on your licence, £300 fine, but the potential for more. So you definitely do need to get this insurance. As well as that, if you are driving a car on a bicycle account, all of these delivery companies, they go by, when they're doing the fees, they are estimating delivery times. So what you're actually doing as well is that you are making the delivery estimate for bicycle people on bike accounts that are legitimately delivering on a bicycle. You're actually making their estimate out. So you're making it look like a bike can do the trip that you're doing faster, which is actually dragging down bicycle fees. So not only are you risking yourself, but you're actually putting others at a disadvantage as well. So it's not great. But I've also been going through all of the quotes. So I put in quotes for myself on my current car. Hopefully it's going to be okay. And comparing them against the current Zego quote that I've actually got at the moment. And I'm going to run through them and we're going to see which one is the cheapest one and just what options there are out there for you. Another piece of advice I can give to you is when I went to look for quotes, there was the first thing that popped up when I put into Google hire and reward delivery insurance for car drivers. First thing that popped up was like a wannabe compare the market kind of place. I can't remember the exact name of the website, but please don't go to this website because I put in all my details and all it did was send my telephone numbers to a load of dodgy brokers. And I got phone call after phone call after phone call afterwards. You don't need that in your life. Most of them are probably dodgy as well, so I wouldn't advise that. But let's go through all of the quotes and see which one's the cheapest one. So just to let you know, guys, before we go through the quotes, this is based on, obviously, myself. In my car, I've got a 1.2 litre Peugeot 208. And I am, unfortunately, as of yesterday, 40 years old. And I've got some no claims bonuses as well. So obviously mine is probably going to be a little bit lower than quite a few of you guys. So let's start with the quote that I'm actually paying for at the moment, what my current policy is. So at the moment, I'm with Zego. I've been with Zego since the very beginning. I started off on hourly, but I quickly worked out that actually it wasn't really worth it with hourly because you need to make sure that your current social, domestic and pleasure insurer is allowing it, and a lot of them don't, and I ended up paying quite a lot for one that would allow for me to add the hourly on from Zego. And then Zego, at first it was 80p, and then I moved house and it went up to like £1.40, even though I had a driveway and it was better air attempt. But who knows why that is? Maybe those people have made quotes around there. Anyway, I'm with Zego. I decided it's better to go annual and pay everything in one go with Zego. So they cover me for social, domestic, pleasure, commuting, and hire and reward. And that's the quotes I got for all of them. At the moment as well, my excess is £500. I kept the £500 excess across all of the quotes, so it's completely flatline, fair. Like all of them get a fair shake, basically. So with Zego, what I'm paying at the moment is £1,460.06 per year. Obviously, I'm doing that on finance over the course of a year, but we're not going to bring that into it. I'm not rich enough to spend out £1,400 in one go, but there we go. So the first quote website that I've gone to is Admiral. So Admiral have given me 4 different levels of quotes, including different things like windscreen cover, etc., etc. But anyway, the lowest end of it basically covers you for nothing, and it's higher excess than I put in as well, 1,282. So it is a little bit cheaper, but their sort of like normal quote is 1,424.46, but it goes all the way up to nearly 1.5. So they're around about the same as Zego, I'd say. Obviously, it's not so cheap that it's really worth me cancelling my Zego and changing my policy over, because I'd obviously have cancellation charges, I'd have to cancel the finance, etc., etc. So the second quote I got was from Insure. Now I've heard that these guys are quite good, but actually for me, it's not worked out that fantastic. Just trying to find it on my phone. So they have they've given me a quote of £2,660 per year. So that's obviously going back £1,200 more per year. So definitely Insure is not the place for me. I don't know about you guys. A couple of people said that they're cheaper, but yeah, not for me. And then, sorry, the last one I got a quote for was for Acorn. So they've quoted me 1,586.29. So again, it's around about the same amount, but for me, I'm going to stick with Zego, just out of ease, really, because as you'll know, if you're already doing hire and reward, you need to obviously upload your documents and tell them of any changes, etc. And I'm not going to save that much by changing over to Acorn. So yeah, I'm going to stay with Zego. Zego seems like a good policy. Every year they upload all my documents for me, so it's pretty easy. But yeah, the one thing that I would like to say out of this is what I said at the very beginning. Please, 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 if you haven't got a hire and reward insurance policy and you are doing deliveries for Uber, Just Eat, Deliveroo, or any of the big parcel firms like Every, Yodel, Amazon, etc., make sure that you're covered, because if you get caught, the consequences aren't worth it. 6 points in your license is automatically going to bring your quote so high that you're going to pay probably double or triple what you would have paid anyway. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it's been a bit informative. And by the way, those quotes as well, like people say to me, I can't bother to get a new quote because it takes so long, blah, blah, blah. All 3 quotes. Also 4 quotes I got. Took around about half an hour. So yeah, there we go. For me, I'm sticking with Zego. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, which one's the best for you. Anyway, catch you in the next video. Cheerio. Bye-bye.